Coming up on AgweekTV, Farm Aid celebrates 40 years of helping farmers with its first Minnesota concert. Minnesota lawmakers pass an ag budget package that both sides of the aisle like. Landowners learn how to use fire safely and effectively on their land. And we'll see if recent rains are affecting the drought outlook for the region. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Emily Beal. This year is the 40th anniversary of Farm Aid. The all-star concerts were started to help farmers in need during the 80s farm crisis and are still going strong. And for the first time, the concert will be in Minnesota. Rose Dunn has details in this week's AgWeek cover story.
But you were always on my mind.
Music legends Willie Nelson, Neil Young, and John Mellencamp organized the first Farm Aid concert in 1985 to raise money for family farmers in crisis. They raised more than $9 million that day. The concerts are still going strong, and so are the artists. All three will be at the University of Minnesota on September 20th for the 40th anniversary event.
We're really excited to be in Minnesota. The roots of agriculture are so deep. The roots of farm advocacy are so deep in the state as well. And there is much we will be highlighting.
The concert is at Huntington Bank Stadium, which is double the size of their usual venues. In addition to a full day of music, there'll be lots to see and learn about the state's ag industry.
Come down, meet farmers, hear from them and artists on our farmyard stage, dig into interactive activities that teach folks about food, farming, composting, climate change, soil health, you name it. We'll have demonstrations. And additionally, you'll get to eat multiple meals, and everything that we serve at Farm Aid, we call homegrown concessions.
Minnesota Ag Commissioner Tom Peterson says he's excited the state is hosting the 40th anniversary event, and he says he's looking forward to showing off the state's ag successes, especially the ones implemented since the first Farm Aid concert.
Having our mental health counselors, our farm advocate, Farmers Legal Action Group, farmer lender mediation, these are all programs that came in the 1980s farm crisis and have endured and thrived in Minnesota.
Farm Aid donates more than $1 million a year to farm programs across the country, and tickets to this year's event are expected to sell out. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is Rose Dunn for AgWeek.
You can read more in the next AgWeek magazine or at agweek.com. The Minnesota Agriculture Budget and Policy Bill passed the House and Senate and has been signed into law by Governor Tim Walz. The $164 million package was celebrated by both parties in both the House and the Senate as a true bipartisan effort to benefit farmers. Minnesota Ag Commissioner Tom Peterson says his office worked closely with lawmakers to craft a bill that invests in Minnesota agriculture and farmers, or providing food for those in need, supports mental health and farm safety resources, and protects natural resources.
We kept the programs, we kept the heart of the bill in the programs, even though they got a bit of a haircut, but the bill remains untouched in terms of the programs that both sides of the aisle feel were important to our respective caucuses.
And this bill is a hybrid. It's a hybrid of kind of that traditional. It is bringing together the House GOP, the House DFL, the Senate, and the executive branch, and preparing a good mix, a good hybrid that I think lays the foundation for the future.
The bill takes effect on July 1st and covers the years 2026 to 2027. Drought has been plaguing much of the region for several years. In fact, some Ag Weather Network report stations in North Dakota went a year without getting a daily half-inch of rain, and some went nearly 2 years without an inch in one day. But as Jenny Schleck reports, heavy rains through much of the region since the middle of May has improved the drought situation.
Everything that we got, we sure appreciated. So we didn't get 6 or 8 inches like other places did this last week, but we just got enough to at least put everyone in a little bit better mood.
Penny Nestor is the North Dakota State University Extension Ag and Natural Resources Agent for Bowman County in the southwest corner of the state. The county had several weather stations that hadn't received a soaking rainfall in a long time, until recent rains. But the rain didn't fall evenly everywhere, and in some places the rain came with some low temperatures and frost. So farmers and ranchers are still in wait-and-see mode.
Crop-wise, we have enough small grains that's not going to be a big issue for us. But on the side of alfalfa and hay production and pasture production, that's kind of what everyone is waiting for.
The worst drought conditions in North Dakota largely have been in the northwest, but May rains have brought significant relief.
Well, the thumb is we'll take rain whenever we can get it.
Much of central North Dakota hasn't struggled as much with drought conditions, but even some of those places were getting a little dry. That included Foster County. NDSU Extension Ag and Natural Resources agent Jeff Gale says farmers had gotten a good start on planting prior to getting a couple inches of rain.
It's a headache at planting time. People get anxious, but it's nice to have the soil profile full of water heading into the growing season.
Parts of South Dakota and Minnesota also got needed rains in May, so despite planting delays and muddy corrals, rains mean relief for farmers, and many could still use more through the growing season.
It'll be interesting what happens in the next few weeks. I mean, it's green and it looks beautiful, but everything is really short.
In North Dakota, this is Jenny Schlecht for AgWeek.
Even with the long break from planting in some places, planting progress remains on or ahead of the average pace in the region, according to a crop progress report released May 27th by the USDA's National Agricultural Statistics Service. Up next on AgweekTV, ag conservation programs are facing federal cuts. Where does that leave farmers who are already involved?
For home delivery of AgWeek, log on to agweek.com or call 800-811-2580.
You got salty soils? We can help. Let's talk.
We offer the full lineup of brand products. Big ones are going to be your conveyors, your land rollers, grain carts, high-speed discs. Those are going to be the very popular ones that we see out in the countryside and we like to have on hand here at all times.
Brand does a really good job of supporting the products and providing the parts on time and when you need them. For a full line of brand products, give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
Dig, lay, and bury drain tile all in one pass with the Crary Tile Pro Plow. The Crary Tile Pro Plow lays tile up to 7 feet deep with boot sizes of 4 to 12 inches. Advantages of installing drain tile to your field provides increased overall yield, improved soil moisture levels, and controls soil erosion. It pays to tile with a Crary Tile Pro. To locate a dealer near you, visit www.crarytilepro.com.
Spray Advantage is a full-line, full-service dealer with everything you need for fertilizer and chemical applications, like electronics from Microtrack and Raven, pumps by Banjo and John Blue, a full line of poly parts, tanks, and spray tips. We support the equipment we sell with factory-trained service technicians and a well-stocked parts department. It's our commitment to offer you quality products at competitive prices with the best financing options available. Spray Advantage, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota.
At Vatterstad, we're partnering with North American farmers to create the perfect emergence. We're doing this with new and innovative tillage, planting, and seeding solutions, optimized for the field conditions that you face, and with industry-leading capacities to help you get the job done in short windows of time, so you can maximize yields. Vatterstad, we look forward to growing together.
You got salty soils? We can help. Let's talk.
Frozen funds, staff cuts, and changes to conservation programs by the Trump administration continue to bring questions for farmers and those who serve them. Farmers in a Biden-era climate-smart agriculture pilot program have projects in place, but they haven't been paid as promised. Steve Inwards, a farmer near Parker's Prairie, Minnesota, has been experimenting with cover crops and less tillage. He says he was willing to devote more acres, time, and cost to that effort with the promise of a government payment. But he hasn't been paid for the cover crop investment, although he thinks it's a worthwhile project.
A lot of that's cover crops. And boy, why not? All the research and the demonstrations and the experiences on the private farm says this works. So let's do it and learn how to do it well.
On top of the funding freeze came a reduction in staff. NRCF staff cuts across Minnesota added up to more than 100 people. Administrators say they are getting lots of questions and will notify producers as soon as they learn something new. Aerial application is a tool many farmers use on their operations. I traveled to Wahpeton, North Dakota, and met with the pilot at Takakota Airspray, a business who has been given a new life.
It was a great opportunity for us.
Eric Clint is the chief pilot at Takakota Airspray, which was formerly known as Wilbur Ellis. About 2 years ago, the pilots came together and approached Wilbur Ellis about purchasing the Wahpeton location, and their offer was accepted.
Well, it's been pretty good. I mean, I think a lot of things have changed. I mean, you just still do the same service of work for the farmers that we have in the past. And overall operation-wise, I think we still do what we do and try to do a good product.
The Wahpeton location covers about a 30-mile radius, where they tend to many different commodities, but sugar beets are usually their number one crop.
It starts off in the beginning of the year. We do a lot of cover crop seeding, basically barley on sugar beets. They put it out there prior to working the field and then planting the sugar beets. The barley comes up and protects the sugar beet from wind damage and soil erosion. So that starts out our season.
According to Clint, some areas of the country are in need of more aerial applicators, whereas other areas do not have a shortage.
We need aerial applicators in the industry. I kind of got through that generation where there's a lot of guys that are in their 60s, 70s that are still spraying that aren't going to spray that much longer.
Takakota Airspray also has locations in Rolla, North Dakota and Huron, South Dakota. Getting kids interested in careers in the beef industry. That's the goal of a new event from South Dakota State University. Participants in the Youth Beef Summit will tour the campus cattle facilities and have classroom activities to learn more about the career options in the beef industry. SDSU Extension Specialist Warren Roosh says he hopes to show the kids there are several different ways people can be involved in the beef industry that don't revolve around owning a cattle operation. They will also talk about livestock events kids can be involved with.
Sometimes people, when they think animal science and beef production, they think, well, my option is I either raise cattle or that's about it. What we want to do is open up some other opportunities, change their perspective a little bit.
The Youth Beef Summit is July 16th, 2025 at SDSU. It's open to ages 12 to 21 from any state. Registration is required by July 7th and can be found at the SDSU Extension website. Ahead on AgweekTV, we'll show you how landowners are learning to use fire safely on their farm.
Farmers, the future of your operation starts today. Thinking about expanding? Grow smarter and store bigger with Brock Solid Grain Bins from Gateway Building Systems. With decades of expertise, we build custom storage solutions that increase capacity, boost efficiency, and maximize profits. More storage means more control over your success. Get your Brock Solid Grain Bins now. Give us a call or go online to gatewaybuilding.com.
Power Rich Fertilizer is a leading provider of macro and micronutrient fertilizers customized for you. Our products, including granular and liquid foliars, are designed to enhance your crop's yield and disease resistance. We're here to help you get the most out of your crop with our incredible products. To learn more, call Steve Jerolimic at 701-799-2672. Discover the Power Rich difference. Contact us today.
Integrity, excellence, teamwork. At Titan Machinery, we take care of our team. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make in excess of 6 figures. Service techs, come grow with a company that invests in you. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, affordable health insurance, and a generous tool allowance. Plus, we'll provide all of your uniform and safety gear. Apply today at titanmachinery.com/careers.
Rocks damage our equipment and break our backs, demanding time we don't have. Now there's a new way to pick rock. a service that takes care of it for you so you can focus on more important tasks. All year round, spring, fall, winter, from small rocks to big rocks. TerraClear's end-to-end rock picking service has you covered. TerraClear Rock Picking Service. Learn more at TerraClear.com.
Farming is more than just a job. It's a way of life. It's your hard work, your investment, your future. At Superior Grain Equipment, we're here to protect it all. From durable grain storage to gentle drying and handling solutions. We build systems designed to last, and we stand by you with service and support every step of the way. Superior Grain Equipment, proven solutions to help you grow.
AgWeek Weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
What kind of weather does the month of June have in store for us? Here's Lydia with our AgriWeather Outlook.
We've noticed some changes in our drought monitor. After 2 soaker systems throughout the month of May, some differences have been out there. We've made an impact on our drought. Now, it's not totally gone. We still have some work to do, but we've taken a step in the right direction. I'm going to start you off with last week's drought monitor. Notice where you are, notice your location, and then I'm going to push my button to fast forward to the latest. Now, we haven't seen a lot of changes. One of the most noticeable is that the area of moderate drought, this tan color that was stretching from the Southern Valley over into Lakes Country up toward Highway 2, has kind of broken up and shrunk. The Twin Cities no longer under any level of drought. Same story goes for the Bismarck area along I-94 close to Fargo. And we've got some holes in the image there down in South Dakota, where earlier in the month, the entire state of South Dakota was under some level of drought. Still, a few pockets of extreme drought do exist out into the western parts of the Dakotas, both north and south. Throughout the month of May, picked up a lot of rain. We had those 2 super soaker systems focused on early to about mid-May and then wrapped up about the 20th, 21st for the latest May moisture. Over 5 inches during the month of May in Bismarck, over 3 in Minneapolis, over 2 in Fargo, same story in Sioux Falls, and less than 2 inches for Grand Forks and Duluth. So we made a big difference. So then I wanted to show you where do we stand compared to normal. That's your 30-year average. And based off of that, we are still behind on moisture since January 1st. Not the case out in Bismarck. You're actually ahead on moisture, which makes sense in that latest drought monitor image that you just saw. 2.65 inches ahead. Some areas out in that direction actually did pick up closer to about 7 inches of rain throughout the month of May. Still behind on moisture, though, for a lot of us. And Sioux Falls, I wanted to point out, well behind. Minus 3.33, so over 3 inches behind on moisture since January 1st. So that takes us through what we have seen so far of 2025. Now we're turning the calendar into June. I am expecting a warm start with above average temperatures for at least the first few days. We watch out for a pattern shift after the first couple of days of June, getting into early to mid-June at this point. And the jet stream shifts. We cool down closer to about average or even slightly below, and that does pick up rain chances and thunderstorm chances. You will see that jet stream shift here. So we've got that ridge bringing in the heat for the first few days of June. In comes the little bit of a cool down here as we do go into the later parts of next week, so headed into next weekend. I do expect more heat to start building its way back in, but of course, as we go throughout the month of June, average changes a little bit. It starts to rise. For your first few days of June, above average temperatures and the heat slowly works its way off to the east, which leaves a lot of us close to normal for this time of year, which is anywhere from about 70 to 77 degrees, depending on your exact location. We are near normal as we enter the middle parts of June, and that's where we start watching out for more thunderstorm chances, which can bring in quite a bit of moisture.
You got salty soils? We can help. Let's talk.
Spray Advantage is a full-line, full-service dealer with everything you need for fertilizer and chemical applications, like electronics from Microtrack and Raven, pumps by Banjo and John Blue, a full line of poly parts, tanks, and spray tips. We support the equipment we sell with factory-trained service technicians and a well-stocked parts department. It's our commitment to offer you quality products at competitive prices with the best financing options available. Spray Advantage, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota.
We offer the full lineup of brand products. Big ones are going to be your conveyors, your land rollers, grain carts, high-speed discs. Those are going to be the very popular ones that we see out in the countryside and we like to have on hand here at all times.
Brand does a really good job of supporting the products and providing the parts on time and when you need them. For a full line of brand products, give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
Power Rich Fertilizer is a leading provider of macro and micronutrient fertilizers customized for you. Our products, including granular and liquid foliars, are designed to enhance your crop's yield and disease resistance. We're here to help you get the most out of your crop with our incredible products. To learn more, call Steve Jerolimic at 701-799-2672. Discover the Power Rich difference. Contact us today.
Integrity, excellence, teamwork. At Titan Machinery, we take care of our team. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make in excess of 6 figures. Service techs, come grow with a company that invests in you. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, affordable health insurance, and a generous tool allowance. Plus, we'll provide all of your uniform and safety gear. Apply today at titanmachinery.com/careers.
You got salty soils? We can help. Let's talk.
Conservation organizations in South Dakota are joining forces to train landowners to learn how to incorporate prescribed burns on their ground. Ariana Schumacher takes us to the classroom to see what they're learning.
Fire plays an important role in shaping South Dakota lands, but it has to be managed carefully. Jeff Zimbridge is a landowner from Brandon, South Dakota. He worked in conservation for several years before returning to the family farm. He has hosted this fire safety course on his operation in the past and continues to attend the educational sessions.
Most of us know that South Dakota was a grassland state and it developed amazing soils for our state, but fire was a part of that landscape. And so we've now, for many years, fire's left the landscape in a lot of ways. And so now this is a way to bring it back and do it in a safe way and really do it for some specific purposes.
The landscape has changed over the past 200 years.
Our grasslands evolved with basically 3 primary things: grazing, weather, and fire. Both naturally occurring fire and fire was utilized by Native Americans. And that's over a millennia or more.
Private land ownership has played a role in this.
Private ownership, we've got weed issues, we've got various people on the land that have multiple different objectives for what they want for their farm or ranch.
But fire can be a tool to restore the land.
We're trying to enhance the native plant community, the forage quality, and production.
These courses typically involve an active fire for participants to gain hands-on experience. However, rain the day of this event prevented that from happening. There are also multiple classroom sessions.
We cover anywhere from, local laws, liabilities, so it's prescribed fires, so the weather, fire breaks, fire behavior, tools, equipment, and techniques and tactics.
This course provides the helpful tools for landowners to safely utilize fire.
It's a very good tool, and I'd encourage producers to come to the class and get exposed and spend time watching it, spend time with the professionals that really do this for a living.
In Brookings, South Dakota, this is Ariana Schumacher for AgWeek.
The courses are scheduled in the spring. Landowners can find more information from SDSU Extension or other organizations involved. Still ahead on AgweekTV, a longtime South Dakota pork advocate is honored by the governor.
Farmers, the future of your operation starts today. Thinking about expanding? Grow smarter and store bigger with rock solid grain bins from Gateway Building Systems. With decades of expertise, we build custom storage solutions that increase capacity, boost efficiency, and maximize profits. More storage means more control over your success. Get your rock solid grain bins now. Give us a call or go online to gatewaybuilding.com.
Integrity, excellence, teamwork. At Titan Machinery, we take care of our team. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make in excess of 6 figures. Service techs, come grow with a company that invests in you. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, affordable health insurance, and a generous tool allowance. Plus, we'll provide all of your uniform and safety gear. Apply today at titanmachinery.com/careers.
The Crary Revolution Ditcher is the new standard for surface water management. The Revolution Ditcher leaves a smooth finished 5-foot flat bottom cut and cuts up to 10 inches in one pass. Throw dirt in either direction, up to 165 feet. Now with the hydraulic cross auger to break up dirt and keep you working faster. Check out the Revolution Ditcher at Crary.com.
At Vanderstad, we're partnering with North American farmers to create the perfect emergence. We're doing this with new and innovative tillage, planting, and seeding solutions, optimized for the field conditions that you face, and with industry-leading capacities to help you get the job done in short windows of time, so you can maximize yields. Vanderstad, we look forward to growing together.
As your farm evolves, so do the challenges that come with it. At Superior Grain Equipment, our systems are built to make your job easier and help your grain reach its full potential. From gentle drying to durable storage, get the flexibility to market your grain on your time. Superior Grain Equipment, proven solutions to help you grow.
The 2025 Governor's Ag Ambassador Award recognizes someone who provides leadership, growth, and prosperity to South Dakota's agricultural industry. This year's winner is Glenn Moeller, Executive Director of the South Dakota Pork Producers. Moeller has worked in several areas of the industry, from farming, teaching high school agriculture, and at Smithfield Foods. Moeller was also involved in helping to create the SDSU Swine Education and Research Facility and the Animal Disease Research and Diagnostic Laboratory in Brookings.
It's quite an honor. I look at the distinguished list of folks that have received this in the past, and it's very humbling. As I stated, it's basically because of the great people I've had to work with and work for.
Governor Larry Roden will present the award to Moeller during the 2025 Governor's Ag Summit in Deadwood, South Dakota on June 17th and 18th. This event is free and open to the public, but pre-registration is required. Stories you'll only see on AgWeek.com and in AgWeek magazine this week. The Minnesota Beef Council is considering a producer referendum to raise the Minnesota beef checkoff. And members of Congress from the Upper Midwest will lead the Congressional Biofuels Caucus. We appreciate you watching AgWeek TV. Remember to check us out daily on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to keep up on all your ag news. Have a wonderful week, everyone.